Hey, welcome back to Gone with the Whisk. Today I'm going to show you how to make Southern style sweet tea. Okay, if you're from the South, you'll know everyone drinks sweet tea everywhere. You go to a restaurant, you ask for tea, you get sweet tea. And this is really quick and easy. It only takes a few simple ingredients. So first off, you need tea bags. I prefer the Louisiana brand. It's actually a company that started in the city I live in way back in the early 1900s, and it moved to, I think, New Orleans. You're also going to need a cup of sugar. So let's set that one there. A pitcher. And a pot of water. Okay, so move everything over here. And we're going to fill my pot with some water. Be right back. While that's filling, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the burner on my stove. Alright, so I've filled this pot about halfway. Then what you're going to do now is take 3 tea bags. Now you want tea bags that are, as a formula for brewing sweet tea like this. Because like some Lipton tea bags are great for sweet tea that you cook on the stove. Some are great for just unsweet tea. Just kind of like look around. If you live somewhere where sweet tea is not as common, you might have to go online and order. But be sure you get like the right kind of tea. I tie the tea bags to the handle of the pot just so they don't get lost in the pot, and I can just easily pull it to get them out when I'm done. So now we let this come to a boil. Dip them in the water. Let the tea leaves get saturated so it kind of starts seeping out. There's a little bit of smoke there for a second. Make some cleaner from clean my stove so I still got on the burner. But we can see the water is already starting to get a little brown. So we've got some very weak tea at the moment. We just let it keep cooking in the hot water and it will turn into very dark, very delicious tea. While that cooks, we're going to take our cup of sugar and just pour into our pitcher and just set all that aside. I actually keep this 1 cup scoop in my container of sugar, because that's what I mostly use it for, and it's just easier to have it already in there and grab and go. Sweet tea is typically drank cold, but not just in the summer. I know there's like the stereotype of the Southerners sitting out on the porch drinking sweet tea and gossiping with the neighbors. But we drink this year round, inside, outside. When it's 100 degrees out, when it's 30 degrees out, we drink some sweet tea. Alright, so swish the tea bags around a little bit, then put some more of the tea into the water. And it's darkened a bit, so now we just keep on waiting till it boils. I did a video on how to make sweet tea before, but I was using a little tabletop burner at that time, and it did not get hot enough to actually boil the water. So that's one. I uploaded it anyway. It made tea. It just spent forever, and the water didn't actually boil. I just had to call it eventually and be like, okay, it's tea. But I uploaded it, and it's bugged me ever since then. So I thought, okay, when I start making videos again, I have to redo the sweet tea video. It will take away my southerner card. That make me move up north, become a Yankee. I just can't have that. But it's getting hot. You can feel it. My burner is bright red, so we're cooking. Just gonna let it do its thing. What is your favorite drink, like on a hot day? You know, is it tea? Is it lemonade? Is it Kool-Aid? Is it something else completely? I do like some sweet tea. I try not to drink quite so much of it because I'm basically a hummingbird running off of sugar water, be it sweet tea or iced coffee. So I try to cut back a lot and drink tea mainly when I'm eating out and drink water at home. But sometimes I just really want some sweet tea. Because there can be times, like, go through a whole pitcher of tea in, like, a day. I also drink a lot. Like, and my brothers turn out to be the same way. We'll go to a restaurant, and the servers just keep, like, bringing out refill after refill after refill. I don't typically have that problem at home because then I have to, like, get up and go to the kitchen and refill my drink, you know, and I don't. But like at a restaurant, they just keep refilling a drink. I'm just going to keep absentmindedly drinking it without thinking. I don't know if you can hear that, but like there's like a fizzing noise. I guess it's the water heating up and the pot. Swish those around again. Tea is getting darker and darker. Looks good. Sorry, I've got asthma. It's been acting up this past week. It's weather change. My allergies are just crazy. Steam is getting really, really warm. You can probably hear my dog Windsor in the next room barking at the cats because they won't play with him. Got him who's 3 months old, and my cat's basically raised him. He thinks he's a cat. He like jumps up all the furniture like a cat does. And chase them around. They'll leap on the coffee table and run across it and leap off the other end, and he'll follow right behind them. It's very annoying. Alright, so now we just wait a bit more. There's a whole bunch more steam, so it's getting hotter, getting closer. They say a watch pot never boils, but here we are, so let's see what happens. Here we go. Start the boil. And let it go until we get a good boil going for a minute or so. Steam has the camera focused a little crazy. You can still hear me, but let's turn this fan on. So it's been boiling really good for a minute. So now we're going to take it off the heat for a second. See how hot. See how dark the tea is now. Very steamy. Normally I do this part over the sink. Turn that back off. Normally I do this part over the sink, but my camera is set up here, and that would take me a good hot minute to move it. I'm not sure how it set it up over there, so we'll just do it here. But you're gonna take your water. Take your tea and just pour into your pitcher. Then pull the little tabs off the tea bags, and you can just pull the string. So tying them on there is super handy because they don't fall into the tea, they don't fall into your pitcher. You can just rip that off and slide your bag out. This over here. Actually, I'm gonna let it cool down before I put it in the sink. That way hole doesn't warp the metal. But I'm going to stir in the sugar, which is pretty much dissolved by now. This very hot water, very hot tea. Yep. Stir, stir, stir. Right. Then I'm going to take this to my sink and fill it the rest of the way with some cold water. Stir that in together. Now you have a pitcher of delicious Southern style sweet tea. Put this on and just pop that in the fridge and let it cool down. And in a little bit, fix a glass of ice, and we'll take it outside and enjoy it.